Hey everyone, Silver Praetorian here. Welcome to Let's Play Momodora, Reverie under the Moonlight. This is an interesting game. I actually only learned about this during the Summer Games Done Quick Marathon, which happened as of this recording last week. This game, as I am going to lovingly refer to it in the same way they did, is 2D anime Darksouls. Yeah, got that right out of the way. This game in particular is a Metroidvania, and it is interesting how it works out. We're going to use controller for this. Oh, alternate controller. What's the difference? Ooh. Will that mess with me? The only difference is that roll. Ooh. I remember when I played, it's like, I want that. I wanted the bumper to be roll and that to be ranged, but that'll mess with me now. That'll mess with me now because I'm used to it the other way around. Normal controller. Now then, number of difficulties. There's easy. I'm not going to do it easy. There's normal. There's hard. I believe there's also an insane difficulty. I think that's what the Game's Done Quick run was on. I'm not that good. I'm going to do this on normal. But yeah, I'm going to be also doing 2 LPs while Battlezone is going on, because it's not the most interesting thing to watch, I admit. And I like this game. I really like this game. As far as you can take us. And I wonder why that is. Now then, this game, as I mentioned before, I jokingly called it 2D anime Darksouls. And that is fairly accurate, and you will understand a lot more when we get into it. By the way, our main character there, our player character there, is on the left, and yes, her main weapon is a leaf. A leaf. It's a very good weapon, mind you. It's a very good weapon. Seal the curse away. Oh yeah, maybe the queen can help. Hopefully. Now then, this game likes to save rather often, so I just basically need to pray and hope that I don't fuck up a recording. Now then. Boat. There's a boat. Not much we can do with the boat. You can also swim. And the main character here, she has a lot of frames of animation. She has kind of adorable idle animations. She yawns way too quickly, though. Way too quickly. But I'm not worrying about that. Got the pause menu, got items, active slots and passives, we'll get into those. Key items, we have the maple leaf. Sacred leaf harvested from the Lun tree. These leaves, blessed by the matriarch, are indestructible. Sharp enough to purify enemies. It is the main weapon of a Western priestesses. Interesting. A map! Man, we've been to 1 room! Technically 2 rooms now. Settings, nothing really fancy here. And return to the title screen. Oh no! Duder's gone. Well, let's keep going. Obviously I have a jump button. This is a... Now this game is rather interesting in that it's Metroidvania, and it is rather open-ended after a point. Like, the beginning is kind of linear, and the ending is kind of linear, but the middle, you can go pretty much anywhere. Let's meet open a chest. These things right here are basically our monies. I think they're called mun, actually. I know it'll refer to it later on. And that was a chest we destroyed to get mun. Oh, let's inspect this. Bellflower. Bellflowers are, if we look at our equipment, in active use, they are a heal item. Essentially, if you've played Dark Souls, this would be the Exodus Flask, and I say that much more referring to Dark Souls than say it's a potion or something of the sort. And you'll understand more of that when I get into it. Now then, you saw that we have the leaf, we also have a bow. I like the bow. Using the bow is pretty alright. In fact, the bow is extremely broken. You can also hold the bow button up, charge up, and you do a little cluster attack. But yeah, the bow is incredibly broken. Expect me to try to abuse the bow for everything it is worth. Because I will. By the way, those spikes are instant death. I like how compared to all the other tutorials in the game, they don't tell you about this one, but they give you nice hints about it. You know you have a bow, you know you can shoot arrows. You can see that there are arrows on the other side. You shoot that a few times, or at least once. Platforms raise up. Platforms that allow you to get to the other side. Also, in case I forgot to mention it, you do have a double jump. I like the aesthetic with all the leaves around her. It makes sense considering her main weapon. And this here, the bells. These are basically just like bonfires. Now you see we can use up our items. I'm going to use them all up right now. We hit that, we get them all back. The bells will heal you, recover any consumables that you've used. You can also pray at them, which will allow you to save, warp, which we can't do yet, and nothing else. Save is actually a pretty freaking useless thing because you automatically save whenever you smack one. So yeah. There's also a roll button. Thing I was talking about at the beginning. About how I kind of wanted it on the arrow button, but it wasn't. I'm so used to it being where it is now that I don't worry about that. This game is also rather difficult. By the way, those grenades, they hurt you when you hit them, and if you stay in that cloud too long, you get poisoned. Fun stuff. Nope. These guys aren't too bad. More stuff over here. Another chest we can destroy for Mun. And you see this little pink block? It's a spring. Oh yeah, it's an elevator. We can't go up in there anyway. You can't crawl. You can only duck. Shield enemies are obnoxious. And we killed her, so it's fine. There are also hidden walls like that. I think they all show up on your map. I don't know for sure. And this over here is our first collectible. It's basically a piece of heart. Vitality fragment. Vitality fragments are going to be interesting, to be honest. I'm going to... Like, you would think the place where you'd want them the most would be, like, in boss fights. I technically... The way I intend to play would have no use for them in a boss fight. And you'll understand more when we get to our first boss and I explain things. I know I can kill you guys before I have to deal with you. Well, I can kill some of them before I have to deal with them. Hit arrow. And that'll bring this down. Perfect. Let me in. Let me in. By the way, rolling is fast and you have invulnerability frames for it, or during it if I haven't said so. I'm gonna heal here, and then I want to go back to the one path to the left. Before I do that, though, do you see something below me? Right there? Probably hard to see. I don't know if you could actually make it out in this resolution. But there's probably a 4-pixel large glowing white thing. An ivory bug. There are 20 of those to collect in this game. There's actually one on this screen, but I don't believe we can get to it currently, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Instead, actually... Oh wow, you can only see a single pixel of it. Yeesh. But instead, I want to go to this side. Because on this side, it's another little dead-end path, but we're going to find something interesting over here. Like a mini-boss. Mini-boss, that hurts a lot. If he hits us, I'm pretty sure he'd kill us. But there's a thing up here as well. We inspect Astral Charm. Let's look at that. Astral Charm, by the way, is a passive item, which I want to equip for now. Sometimes your enemies drop twice as much money. Yeah, money. Old worn-out char radically increases your luck. Map. And as you can see, this is also the end of the way here. We can't go any further. We don't need to kill this guy, but I'm going to kill him. And this is... Expect to see me do that little strategy there a lot. The bow is incredibly useful for fighting bosses. In fact, as memory serves, there is one... There are centipedes in the background. Interesting. But there's like one, maybe two bosses I don't really want to fight with the bow. And the main reason I don't want to fight them with the bow is because I can't. You'll understand more why I say that. And let's just run in. I just run on in. Kill you, take your mun. I feel like there's more bugs around here. Can I hit you? I can hit you. Yes. And then let's see. Nothing over here? Nothing over here. But what about over here? There's a destroyable wall over here. With more vitality. I don't remember everywhere that has it set up that are vitality fragments. And sadly, we can't get through there. It's a shame. I know. You're a jerk. I'm gonna hit you with my leaf. The area attack is actually rather strong. It's a shame those things are immune when they have their shields up. Roll, roll. Oh, hey, you look moderately peaceful. Let's speak to you. Well, you're a jerk. Goodbye, damn troll or whatever you are. What are they, goblins, trolls? Kill you from behind. Yeah, let's go down. Going down's fun. With another chest. I'm gonna need a good bit of money before this game is done, but I'm probably going to end up getting more than I need. By a factor of at least 1,000. Or, not a factor, by at least 1,000, I figure. The clouds there, of course, can poison you. And if you look over there, you can probably spot... Probably not a spot, actually. There's another 4-pixel area. With an ivory bug. Hidden area that you're probably not going to go to, actually. Those things are pixel hunts. Come on, I know I can kill you. Oh, yeah, I can destroy your, I didn't know you can actually intercept their, knives. That's good to know. Oh, let me on platform. Whew. Whew. By the way, that one single wide passageway you may have seen earlier comes out up here, but you can't actually go back that way because it's single wide. Now then, the first area of this game is not actually that bad, and you won't quite understand yet why I've been like calling it anime Dark Souls or anything like that. You'll understand soon enough. Destroy you. But you'll understand I should heal. I should really heal. Also, bane of my existence, spikes. Bane of... Clever girl. Kill you, please. There is also some hit stun with melee attacks. I'm probably not lucky enough to get it all the while. That I will need it. Also, not all enemies are able to... Oh, you're gonna be... I can do that to you. Not all enemies will hurt you with their physical hitbox. Very convenient. We can't get down there. But we can hit this. We can hit that. Say hello to our first boss already. Arthropod Demon Edea. Now then, this boss you can actually get a quick kill on, as I recall from the Game's Done Quick thing. It involves that she has a weak spot, that is her tail. And if you hit it with a full charge, she's done for. Now then, this boss, I'm going to probably just show you a bit of how she's fought legit, but she's actually very easy. Very easy. Alright, we're only going to see one of her attack when I'm trying to fight her legit. That's fine. That's whatever. I'm going to show you why she's incredibly easy now. Reason for that? She has no... Duck? She has no hurt box on her. Like, despite those legs, she does not hurt. So I can stand right next to her without a damn concern. She'll only do the little poison breath attack. She'll occasionally try to spit out a poison grenade like that. She also has an attack where she swipes at you, I do believe. And she has the very obvious tail there before she does any of that. I do remember she has the one other attack. Like I said, though, the ball on the end of her tail there is her weak point. I think I can safely get 3 attacks in. There's her swipe attack. I think she does it when I have my back turned. Huh, I don't know what causes that. But she is incredibly easy to kill just because you can do this to her. I mean, really. I almost feel bad now. Her corpse, by the way, is going to remain there the rest of the game. Now then, you might ask, why did I fight this boss in such an unsporting way? This is why. If you no damage a boss, they will give you an item. Each and every boss has an item drop. Getting it, though, does require you to no damage them. Now then, I'm probably going to go through and on a lot of the bosses, show you like how the fight goes through, whatever. Kill them, almost kill them, one of the two. Then reset. And go through and perfect them. Going through and perfecting them, though, I'm probably going to fight them in a very different way, in several cases, cheese them. At least one boss fight, I believe, will be over in, like, a second if I do it right. I just gotta hope I do it right. Man, you don't look too well, good. Or, you don't look so well, guy. I mean, part of your head's missing. And you got the incurable cough of death. Sorry that she's also standing in front of him. I forget that she always jumps to the right when she talks to people. But yes, now we learn our character's name. Kaho. This game, don't know if I've explained it. Momodora has 4 games in the series, with this one being the 4th. This is actually a prequel that takes place before the other 3. Of the other 3, I think at most I would play the 2nd, since that is also a Metroidvania. I'm at least curious enough to look into it, so I'll figure that out later. Yeah, yes we did. She said a lot when she was just had her like posed back there. Why would we want to beware? That must be something to do with the curse. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. But alas. So, if any of you have played Darksouls, or I suppose Bloodborne would fit as well, you might be getting some really familiar vibes from this already. Oh wait, another bell. I'm gonna go this way first. Because there's another bug there. Nice little hidden bug. There is a reason to collect them. I will explain that later on. I'm gonna collect all 20, though I don't really need to. And you look funny. And Phantom Crow. What are your deal? That we did. You are creepy. Like, not overly creepy, but a little creepy. She also sells items for us. I'm probably going to want to grind a little bit to get all of them. The Ring of Candor, by the way, it's kind of like the Peeping Eye Soul in Castlevania. It lets you makes a sound when you're near something secret. I will probably want it at some point, though I can get it cheaper, actually. More importantly, I want to buy the Crystal Seed. I don't really need the fairy tier, but I'm going to buy everything I can. And of course, the Ring of Candor, I can't really get my hands on yet. Oh, by the way, I never showed you what Adia's pearl does. Was a sinner who betrayed her own people. For such acts, she was purged and her body sent to the sacred grove, far from home. Grants a poison property to your arrows. And the fairies tier, it's a solid fairies tier. It raises your resistance to status ailments. And let me put the crystal seed on. Quite difficult to grow into an adult tree due to its delicacy. Probably. Increases your attack by 50% for, I think, 15 seconds. We're going to use this fairly often. What the pearl does, however, is you notice that when we shoot, there's a little poison cloud. By the way, this poison cloud can poison you. Fun. That, however, I think is going to be enough for the first episode, because there's a lot we've covered. We've actually gone through a decent bit of terrain as well. Decent bit of terrain. And next time, we're going to go properly into the city of Cursed and hopefully get that audience with the queen we want. It's probably in that castle in the background. Probably. Maybe. We'll figure it out. Have I mentioned I love the aesthetic of this game? Very nice. Extremely nice. Anyway, I'll see you guys all next time. Later.